Let's be honest, we're living in the golden age of the soft human. Most people today have the mental structure of a wet croissant. We've become a species of professional victims where one minor inconvenience, a slow Wi-Fi connection, a passive-aggressive email, or heaven forbid, the barista forgetting the oat milk, and suddenly, the check engine light of your soul is blinking red. You're ready to file a formal grievance against the universe. But you? I'm assuming you're here because you're tired of reacting to life, like a startled house cat every time something doesn't go your way. You're bored with the current draft of your life. You want to be invincible. Now, I'm not talking superhero invincible. I can't stop a bullet for you. I'm talking about being mentally unbreakable. The kind of person who can stare a genuine, life-altering crisis in the face, shrug their shoulders and say, "Is that all you've got? I've had naps harder than this." Today, we are done apologizing for having standards. We are done coddling our own weaknesses. We are architecting a mind that doesn't just survive pressure, but thrives on it. We're going to stop chasing the warm, fuzzy blanket of comfort and start chasing pure, unadulterated capability. Look around. Most people are optimizing their lives for the path of least resistance. They want the gains without the gravity. If you don't give your brain a challenge to solve, it will invent problems just to keep itself busy. That's why you're stressed about things that don't matter. Your hardware is bored. Mental strength isn't a personality trait. It's a scar tissue built from doing things that suck. If you only walk the easy path, you aren't protecting your peace, you're just becoming increasingly useless in a crisis. Every time you choose the hard way, you're adding a steel plate to your psychological armor. But hey, putting on armor is heavy, and most people drop it the second they realize they have to stop whining to make it fit. Let's talk about the 4 pillars that are keeping you weak. Pillar 1, the trash compactor. If you want to be dangerous, you have to stop the triple threat of mediocrity, complaining, comfort-seeking, and excuses. First, complaining. It is the most useless human activity. It's like trying to put out a fire by live tweeting the heat. Either fix the problem or shut your mouth. Second, comfort. Growth and a memory foam mattress do not occupy the same space. If you're always comfortable, you're decaying in real time. Third, excuses. An excuse is just a lie you told yourself, so you don't have to look your own failure in the eye. The moment you blame your boss, your ex, or the algorithm for your state of mind, you've handed them the remote control to your life. Take out the batteries already. Pillar 2, voluntary suffering as a religion. You need to do things that make you uncomfortable on purpose. Why? Because it trains your brain to handle the suffering you don't choose. Take cold showers. Not because it's refreshing, but because it's a daily battle with your own cowardice. When you stand under that freezing water and force yourself to stay, you're telling your brain that you are the pilot, not your shivering skin. Hit the gym. Hard. Not just for vanity, but because a weak body is a breeding ground for a weak mind. And for the love of everything, meditate. Not to find yourself, you aren't lost, but to learn how to sit with your own chaotic thoughts without reacting like a child. It's the kill switch for your impulse to ruin your own day. Pillar 3, the 5-second firewall. Mentally strong people don't feel less, they just react better. Most people are like a dry forest. One spark of anger or fear and the whole thing goes up in flames. You need to be better. You need to build a firewall. When someone cuts you off in traffic or disses your work, you have a 5-second window. In that window, you can either be a slave to your feelings or a master of your mind. Pause. Breathe. Take the 10-90 rule to heart. Life is 10% what happens and 90% how you respond. If you let your emotions dictate your actions, you're not a leader. You're a passenger. Pillar 4. Discipline is your only God. Forget motivation. Motivation is for amateurs. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done when you'd rather be doing literally anything else. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. It's a myth sold to you by people who want you to stay stuck. Stop focusing on the goal and start obsessing over the system. You don't get fit. You become a person who never misses a workout. You don't become successful. You become a person who takes action every single day without fail. Consistency is the only thing that separates the invincible from the invisible. Look, I can give you the blueprints, but I can't swing the hammer for you. You have a choice right now. You can click off this video, go back to your safe space, and continue being a wet croissant. Or you can decide that today is the day you stop being soft. The world is getting harder. You might as well get harder too. Go sharpen your axe. Go take that cold shower. Go do the thing you've been making excuses for all week. Your future self is either going to thank you or despise you. Which one are you choosing? Stay strong. Stay sharp. Now get out of here and do something difficult.